one of the major nothing burgers, what should have been a nothing burger, was the bloodbath comment that Trump made this weekend. Honestly, I thought it was going to be something that was going to be over like nothing. You know, I thought it was going to be over the weekend and we weren't talking about it. And lo and behold, we had a bunch of people talking about it. I kind of want to open the floor with everyone what their thoughts were. I just love, again, we're hearing a bunch of the mainstream media twist this comment talking about the bloodbath when he was really referring to the auto industry. And I love that the mainstream media is going nuts. You have Joe Scarborough talking about like, oh, we know the dog whistle he's doing and all that stuff.
We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it.
Obviously, he's talking about a bloodbath for America. It's laid out in the terms of it. And these idiots on Twitter, these idiots on cable news, these idiots on Sunday shows going, well, yeah, president, you know, he was talking only about the auto industry, and this is one more. It's just bullshit. Let me say that at 6:15 a.m. It's just bullshit.
And so I'll pass it on to Edwin and Rachel and Tita Josie. What else do you have thoughts about this?
Yeah, it's we're back to 2020 all over again, or the fake news or the twisting of words, just taking everything out of context. And at what point are we as a nation going to say, hey, you know what, we got to really stop listening to the news, or really have to pay less attention to the mainstream news, because everything, it's hard to believe anything that they say, whether it's the bloodbath comment or about anything. I don't know what to believe anymore. So and it's just a shame, because if we can't trust journalism to actually be journalists, then what can we trust with the free press?
And here we are, and I love that it was debunked very easily. And I don't think we could have done that back in 2020 when Twitter wasn't in the hands of more free people, but we were able to debunk it very easily. And again, I was so naive to thought this wasn't going to be in the news cycle, but lo and behold, it was. But what I also love about this situation is that we were able to counteract it. Like a lot of the independent voices on YouTube, whether it's like Benny Johnson, like anyone else who was out there debunking it right away, but also like people like Charlie Kirk had like also these other counter narratives, like the bloodbath that's happening in the actual border, like where the bloodbath, that the context that Trump was mentioning was more of a figurative, bloodbath when it comes to industry, people losing their jobs and all that stuff. But like and then the narrative was shifting to what's trending on Twitter right now is Biden's Build Back Border bloodbath, and so we're actually going back to the narrative in which we have illegal immigrants, criminals coming over, actually hurting actual Americans. And so I love that the narrative is shifting so that people, again, you can't really change the minds of the people who are like totally anti-Trump and Trump derangement syndrome, but the people who are in the middle, who are like, who can actually see and like delineate like what is actually happening. I'm glad that you're seeing in real time what like the mainstream media twists. And again, this should have been a nothing burger, but now it's blown up so much that I have to talk about it. So thoughts, Rachel or Tita Josie?
No, I like how they actually get the footage, of what was said. And, we always, as an English teacher, we're telling the students, get your evidence. Where'd you get your evidence from? I swear, you're supposed to do your due diligence as a media. Like, you don't sit there and spread bad rumors. So where was that context? You're supposed to get things in context. What are we teaching kids if you get things out of context? So this blew up. This is, and I'm glad, yes, we do have a platform now to just correct the media. And this is why we're seeing the media going out of business, because we cannot trust them. And this is what sucks, is because sometimes I don't know what to believe, and I have to do my own research within And off topic, not too much, but like there was a big case on some, something that went viral. The boy who smirked at the Native American. I within 10 minutes debunked it myself. And I'm not that tech savvy, but I went and got the different angles. And within 10 minutes, I was like, oh, the kid was standing there and the guy walked up to him. I have the video. I just saw it within 10 minutes. I'm like, you guys, look at this. And I had no followers or anything. So I was just talking to my own family and friends and on Facebook. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're blowing this up. So anyway, I had to do that myself. And then like, lo and behold, the media had to correct themselves. So we're seeing this all the time. I'm like, wow, this is just terrible. Like news, where are the news people, the genuine, honest people? And I think that's what we're lacking. It's just integrity. Where are these people's integrity? I swear.
Yeah, 100%. That like the whole what you're mentioning for the audience is the Covington Catholic kid, and the Nick Sandman. That's one of the events that made me go full on the side. And so going back into what like. Another aspect into going into this, a silver lining, if you will, is that this is giving Trump once again more media coverage, free media coverage for him, and maybe it was a tactic he wasn't thinking of, or maybe it was very cognizant that he was going to use that word, and the left is going to just run with it, and so again he's getting free media coverage, and so.